अपादमौलिपर्यन्तां गुरुणामाकृतिं स्मरेत्तेन विघ्नप्रणश्यन्ति सिद्धन्ति च मनोरथः लक्ष्मीं तनोतु नितरामितरानपेक्षमङ्घ्रिद्वयं निगमशाखिशिखाप्रवालं हैरम्बमम्बुरुहडम्बरचौर्यनिग्रहं विघ्नाद्रिभेदशतधारधरन्धरन्नः सर्वेषां स्वागतम्. So welcome to the Bhāvārtha session for the 24th verse of Sri Rama Gita. So we already looked at Sapratyavayo, the erroneous notion that the notion that if we don't do the karmas, then it incurs. We have reached a certain part of the argument, the rebuttal, where we have concluded, we have already given enough opposing statements. Now we are trying to expand on the initial argument. So we are now, this is the bridging now. So now what happened in the previous one, we had already said that, see that erroneous part, that it is all for ignorant people who say I will incur sin and all that. The people who have actually seen the nature of nishkriya, anatmadhihi, anatmadhihi is that means agnya prasiddha. In the previous shloka, agnya prasiddha, ignorant people have somewhere learnt it, that it is an error or erroneous notion, agnya anatmadhihi, so that they have somewhere kept it in their mind that it will incur sin. Whether it incurs sin or doesn't incur sin is not a part of this text. There are different texts that deal with that also. So, but here they are saying that realizing the proper place of karmas and jnana, they are saying that, see, when somebody says that there is going to be some kind of sin incurred for any karma that has been not performed, this is the intention. This what kind of sin they incur, it has to do with their karmas only. That means that karma phalas get affected, but it has nothing to do with their ability to understand the true knowledge, because once we understand the true knowledge, there is detachment for all kind of karmas. So therefore they say a person who has understood this, that kind of budhaihi, that person does not and the person who has given up these kriyas through the method that has been prescribed in the Vedas itself, that person will not be worried about giving up the karmas. He will happily give it up. So in this text, they start off Shraddhavanvitastatva Shraddhanvitastattvamasiti vakyatah Gurof prasadaadapi shuddhamanasah Vijñāya chaikātmyamathatma jivayoh Sukhi bhavenmeruriva prakampanah. So, Shraddhanvitastattvamasiti vakyatah Gurof prasadaadapi shuddhamanasah Vijñāya chaikātmyamathatma jivayoh Sukhi bhavenmeruriva prakampanah. Continuation of that, the person who has understood Tattvadarshinaha, those people, Shraddhanvitaha, that there, how have they seen it? That is Tattvadarshinaha, how have they seen the Tattva? People who have experienced it, how did they get that Arshadrashti? Shraddhanvitaha, with Shraddha, when they have focused, meditated on Tattvam Asi. This is a Vakya from the Vedas. There are 4 Mahavakyas that has been identified by Adi Shankaracharya, which is very huge in ancient literature and Advaita philosophy. So here they are saying, how did they become Tattvadarshinaha? Shraddhanvitaha, with the Shraddha, Shraddhayuktaha, when they contemplate on this Mahavakya. This is one of the Mahavakyas. There are 4 Mahavakyas. Out of that, this is the first, the very popular Mahavakya called as Tat Tvam Asi. So when they contemplate on this Vakya, Tat Tvam Asi, iti Vakyataha, through that Vakya, and through what? The the grahana of this statement is through a guru. Guru prasadat, by a guru's lecture, upadesha, anugraha, when prasada, when they have understood the word tat tvam asi, they become of pure mind, shuddha manasaha. They become shuddha manasaha. That means, again, we have already specified this. The method to attain jnana is one, that is through a guru. The method of attaining phala, karma phala, is different, because karmas can be different for each karma phala. This is one of the rebuttaling, this is one of the arguments that has been presented as a rebuttal. Again, with the same extension, what we are saying is, when a person with the Shraddha, when he goes to a guru and the guru gives him the Upadesha, we already spoken about the Sadguru, who are they, etc., etc., and then what should be the qualities of a Shishya, the one who goes for Sharanagati, Anubandha Chatushtaya, etc., etc. So when through the Shraddha Yukta Shishya, when he understands the true meaning of what Tat Tvam Asi means, the Mahavakya Tat Tvam Asi, through a guru's anugraha, then that person becomes of Shuddha, pure mind, Shuddha Manasaha. Okay. Then Vijnaya, having realized that Shuddha Manasaha, he becomes of pure mind. Vijnaya cha ekatmyam, ekatmyam, ekatmyam. So that means having realized non-duality, ekatmyam. So that person who has a pure mind, who has attained the pure mind through the prasada of anugraha of his guru, who has explained him the meaning of Tattvam Asi, and he has meditated on it. So that person, having understood it, having realized what it means, Vijnaya, that person will also understand the meaning of, true meaning of non-dualism, perfect identity. Then Atha Atma Jivayoho, between Atma and Jiva, he will understand Atma and then Jiva, Paramatma and Jivatma. He understands those two perfectly. That person, he will be happy. Sukhi as in, not in the sense of he will be happy in samsara. Sukhi as in he will understand what Ananda actually means. What Ananda actually means. That is Satchidananda. In that, what Ananda, Sukhi, he truly understands it, that it dawns upon him. Then what happens? He becomes happy. He starts to experience bliss. And then what happens? He starts to feel Bhavet Meruhu Iva Aprakampanaha. That means Meru Parvata is a ancient mountain that appears in many of the Puranas and in the ancient texts. This Meru Parvata is considered to be one of the most auspicious, one of the most strongest mountains present on Earth. There are many different cultures that support this kind of idea also. So this Meru Parvata was also used for Amrita Manthana as a whisking this thing. So this Meru it doesn't get disturbed by any thing. So like you can consider even the Himalayas or any other, but we are taking a Meru over here as an example. So like the Meru Parvata, which doesn't get disturbed by any kind of small things, uh, like that, we attain a state of unperturbedness, aprakampanah, when we truly understand the meaning of Jivatma and Paramatma. Atma Jivayoho Bhedah Abhedah Yadi Jnanam Bhavati. Tasmat. And after that, what happens? We become Achala, we become strong, we become unperturbed like the Meru Parvata. Aprakampanah. So, Meruhu iva aprakampanah. Why they are saying this is because when we talk about giving up emotions, it is easier said than done. This is one thing. I can say it, but only through practice. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grahyate. So, only through practice, only through continuous efforts and vairagya, giving up, renunciation, can we attain a state where we actually don't get disturbed by emotional disturbances. Here they are saying the state where we do not get disturbed, it happens when we truly understand the meaning of Atma and Jiva. So when that happens, we become unperturbed like the Meru Parvata, which means we won't get affected by samsara or whatever the samsara has to offer, the emotional or anything, etc., etc. So this is the Bhāvārtha for this shloka. That means any person who with Shraddha who understands, who has through meditation on the Mahavakya of Tattvamasi, through the Prasada Anugraha of his Guru, has attained Shuddha Manasaha, pure mind. That person will realize that the ekatmyam of jiva and atma and jiva, that means paramatma and jivatma, between them he will understand what is abheda. After he does that, he becomes like the Meru Parvata and will not get disturbed by anything. This is the Bhāvārtha for 24th shloka. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः प्रतिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि।